Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
Daytime TV. What's up with that? That's what I say.
What say you, Samantha?
It's a thing.
Is that all we know about daytime TV? Daytime TV is basically
for memas, right?
Ellen, Judge Joe Brown, and Kelly Clarkson.
I'm not joking. I literally maybe have not watched daytime TV.
Hold on a second.
Since...
Literally, maybe. I'm having a lot of problems here.
I see what the medium's saying. They're right. Everybody's right. It's like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And I'm like, I know. Look at it.
Well, you started by saying, guys, I'm not kidding. Literally, maybe I could have watched some TV one time.
Since high school, that was the last time
Well, we work. I'm not at home during the day.
But even like the times that I've been sick throughout the past 10 years or whatever time that I find myself at home and just with nothing to do because I have to lay in bed. I've had the flu or whatever in the past.
What? You've had the flu? When? When did you get to? Oh my God.
The last time we got it.
What? When was that? In the past, 3 weeks?
So even those times, I had my phone and social media and YouTube and like on demand. So and I never went to network television and saw what they were playing for me at 1 p.m. and on a Wednesday. So you're right, Samantha. There's got to be just meemaws at this point because even like the
frugal people, poor people.
But the cliche, like, married with children, like stay-at-home mom that just watches like soap operas.
The bonbon.
The bonbon.
I don't even think that was ever a real thing.
But I feel like first, any stay-at-home mom that I've ever seen is too busy to just watch TV.
Yeah, it's a hard job.
So, and even if you could watch TV, like say your kids were like grown already or something, I feel like you would just watch on-demand stuff and you'd watch Netflix and you wouldn't go to network TV and watch what was happening on Ellen or soap operas, right?
Well, from our Twitch chat room, twitch.tv/Tom and Dan Live, if you'd like to watch the show live, our BDM ex-con chimes in by saying that prisoners watch a lot of daytime TV.
Is it just all prisoners?
It is for the incarcerated and fat moms.
Because
that's what it's for.
Like even the old people that I know in my life just watch the news, and it's either Fox or CNN. So you know what I'm saying? Like
who's the oldest person you know in your life?
My Meemaw. And she's 90.
Yeah, she's a pretty remarkable lady.
95.
What does she watch?
But has she ever watched like daytime TV, like her stories?
Could we ask her right now? Like, if you were to text her or call her, I don't want to embarrass her.
Have a cell phone.
Well, she's pretty. I mean, she's with it. She's not like dead behind the eyes.
No.
Hospice hasn't been called in.
I talked to her. Yeah, I talked to her.
I know.
She lives by herself at her house. She's been living there.
I want to know what she watches
20 years
because she does watch TV. There's no way
she watched
does.
CNN. She watched CNN all day long.
One of them.
Yeah,
all
right.
Okay.
Yeah.
God, doesn't that get boring after a while?
CNN, an old person that watches CNN, she's a unicorn for Christ's sake.
It's I don't think
she doesn't have a cop show or
I don't know her daily routine, but in most
I hope that she watches Wendy Williams
or Frankie and Grace on Netflix.
I think all that is nonsense to her. She's old school, so she
reruns of Monk.
She's not into entertainment TV.
Okay.
She wants to watch the news and she wants to like slowly dust. And then
turn into dust.
No.
God,
how dare you? I was about to punch her.
I didn't know what you were
going to punch her hat off. You make fun of my Meemaw.
No, I'm not. I didn't know what you meant.
You make fun of anybody about
Meemaw. You're like slowly dust. I'm like, what is that? Do people actually dust anymore?
Everybody in my family is on the table. My mom, my sister, all that. You can make fun of them all day long. My Meemaw, she's a saint. She's literally never said anything bad in her entire life about anybody. I
apologize.
When they tried to scam her, and then someone said I'm in jail,
terrible.
And she thought it was my little brother. Of course, yeah. Then someone did it.
She's a good woman.
And remember the one where they tried to scam her, and it was a person asking for money because they had some sort of plumbing problem. And they didn't want to tell their wife. And then she thought it was me. And there's many grandchildren. There's like 2, 4, 6. There's like 6 other grandkids it could be. But it's only if in jail, Timmy, money problems,
Well, it's not,
TC.
it wasn't money problems. It was jail and Bumble.
yeah. Bumbling got yourself into
Yeah.
a problem.
Magoo it.
You didn't want to tell your wife.
You magooed it up.
Yeah. And anyway, so
I'd love to know what she watches there, because there's got to be something that's like a guilty pleasure, something that
Golden Girls.
there's something that she really enjoys. She, I go home and I put on that
Andy Griffith.
Riptide, that Rockford Files, slap on a
Right.
little Amos and Andy. Well, I don't know, something.
I've never seen her watch a show. Like, I've never seen her even, besides
That's
from
interesting.
making her Christmas breakfast quiche that
Oh,
she
I
made
love
every
that. With the
year.
sausage and the cheese, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Delicious.
other than that, she likes a one Bud Light a day. I think she's still
Really?
Oh yeah, she's
Yeah.
been drinking one Bud Light. Back when in her like 70s, she was drinking a couple, but now
That's like
she's
a Phil
got
Collins
No.
song, isn't it?
and she likes her one Bud Light. Yeah.
Me
And,
was drinking one Bud Light.
and then she has the stereotypical Meemaw poof that apparently I went back in like some old black and white World War II pictures.
It's a darker
Like,
poof.
and then it was just a dark poof.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh my god, you've had this poof since World War II."
Yeah, the poof.
Like I assumed that you had like straight
That's how
hippie hair, but no.
that's how you look, and you can tell. It's almost like reading the rings of a tree. If you see one of our elders with a white, like a stark white poof, she has earned that poof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still jet black right now. Like,
Well, I mean, you could choose. You could
Yeah.
choose to go.
She never let
Your
it go.
Meemaw has jet black hair?
Jet black poof.
Yeah, like almost
I
like
love your Meemaw.
Yeah. She's had a jet black poof my entire life. Like 38 years.
got a jet black poof all of my life. I got a jet black poof. That's good, man.
And she drove up until I'd like to say 3 or 4 years ago. And there was
Convertible.
No, it was an
Poof,
old Cadillac for a while.
Yeah,
Like,
poof hard in the wind.
she had, growing up, she always had this gigantic, like 1980s, 88 boat Cadillac.
yeah.
That
Or a Lincoln.
Is your Meemaw in the Mafia?
Oh, the Mima Mafia.
My pawpaw was like
we call it the Me Mafia.
he was the guy that had businesses down in South America and
He's
had
the El Salvador stoplight.
Okay.
And
So
then-
yeah, there's some ties
He
there.
was
Yeah,
the El
he made a lot of
Salvador
money.
stoplight kingpin.
Apparently, everybody in my family says that that's where I got my genes from because he was a smart businessman.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
he spoke Japanese and he spoke Spanish fluently.
You can barely speak English.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm very
Wait
disappointed.
a
by
minute. I'd
family.
like to have an audio recording of him speaking Japanese. If they're like, and here's audio of the
Yeah,
El
yeah. I don't
Salvador
know. It's all tall
stoplight
tales.
kingpin, and then they come and they're like, ho ho ho, kong kong fooey, bur bur bur, PK Changs,
He was from
PF Changs.
he was from Missouri, so he wasn't down. He was my pop was from Miami Swampland, and then my pawpaw was
Yeah.
from Missouri. Like he was from the north. They didn't get
He
along.
didn't speak
apparently.
Mandarin Chinese, more of a Sunny D
Yeah.
Chinese.
I don't know how much of Chinese he spoke, but he spoke fluent Spanish.
That's
obviously.
pretty. No, it's impressive.
businesses down there.
I'm making jokes, but
yeah.
you've
I don't
told the
remember
story
him.
for forever.
He passed away when I was like 7 or something like that. I don't remember much at all.
Tragedy.
Yeah. No. He smoked, so like got the lung cancer.
So he was cool.
He was the old quintessential businessman. I remember me and my cousins found his old briefcase, and there's bullet casings and bullets in
That's
there.
pretty cool.
And then some loose paperwork.
But he
This
rode
is
with
what I'm
bullets.
saying.
He
He
was
had
a real
some
man.
connections, man.
No, apparently down in South America, you have to have
Bullets in your briefcase.
Yeah. You're armed,
Great band name.
and you have like an armed driver that take your kids to school and
We
stuff.
just
and-
heard this yesterday with our good friend. I don't know. Am I allowed to tell that story? About our buddy Mark with the clothing company?
Oh, what? With what?
Well,
What
remember he was going and he had another buyer go to visit a factory and they cut off 2 of his
Oh,
fingers.
yeah. We
I'm just
talked
saying
about
when
that.
you go to
What?
when you go to other
Right.
countries, Sam, and you do business, sometimes they take your fingers, and that's just the thing.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear
It's
that,
the cost of doing business.
you can go to YouTube and search Tom and Dan Live and find our interview with Mark Villain.
I think it was just played the segment before this.
Yeah, it may have. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just on the show.
So anyway, my Meemaw, she's a national national treasure. And
I wish I had my grandparents, man. I'm so jealous of you having any of them.
well, she got her first vaccine dose, so we'll be able to go down and visit her after
Sweet.
she gets her second.
Get to see your boys.
Because we haven't been able to see her, so I didn't want to get anywhere near her. She's 95 years old. Like, I'm not bringing my
Dude, I haven't even seen
my COVID redneck kids around.
We've limited it. Yeah, no, exactly. No, it's true. They're in school. You know, I mean, like we've limited even seeing parents. Like Andrea's dad. You know, I mean, he's had his fair share of health challenges, so it's just not smart to go licking those people's faces like kids like to do.
But, he got his vaccine though. Right
he did.
after,
I think he got his second dose. So he's
cool. Yeah, he made it good.
He should be good to go. But I guess they do tell you to aren't you supposed to go? I don't even know. I guess you're supposed to go and test to make sure you have your antibodies. You can do an antibody test to make sure it.
It
happened.
I was like, once they got their vaccine, you're fine.
That's kind of what I think.
Whatever.
That's what I think.
I mean, how safe do you want us to be? Like you got your vaccine. All right. All right. I'm not gonna cough in your face, but I'm gonna hang out with you now. I don't know. What do we all know? I don't know nothing.
You want to do a couple of voicemails, buddy?
Yeah.
Because I got some.
Let's do it.
Let's jump in here and do. Oh, man. Sometimes these are hard to pick. Let's try this one right here.
Hey, Tom and Dan, BDM Ryan here. I'm leaving this voicemail on behalf of everyone who emails the show. Since working from home, I'm able to catch the Twitch broadcasts pretty much daily, and every few days before recording starts, either Tom or Dan will ask Samantha if she has some emails. Sam will say, yeah, tons, and then go about organizing her stack and picking out some good ones.
This man's voice and the way he talks gives me anxiety.
Why?
I don't think you hear him.
Juan, put him on the list. This is Anxiety Man. Now we have a guy that
His inflection, the way he's speaking,
I like it.
It's like, oh my God, it's like he's hitting me over the face.
I think he kind of speaks like I speak.
No,
fast, a lot of words.
Yeah, but it's too much like a robot, and it's too fast, and like for the. It sounds like he's on, like, standing on the edge of a building. I'm like
about to jump?
Yeah, I know.
Okay,
It just gives me anxiety.
I'll start it over just because I want to punish you a little bit more. Yeah, here.
Hey, Tom and Dan, BDM Ryan here. I'm leaving this voicemail on behalf of everyone who emails the show. Since working from home, I'm able to catch the Twitch broadcasts pretty much daily, and every few days before recording starts, either Tom or Dan will ask Samantha if she has some emails. Sam will say, yeah, tons, and then go about organizing her stack and picking out some good ones. Then once the segment starts, we never hear about emails again, and we see Sam put her stack of papers away. Just this past Friday, actually, at the top of the show, Tom said, we'll do some emails, and Dan said right before the last break, show at tomandan.com for any last-minute emails, and then we went straight into dump them out, and the show ended. I'm just curious what you guys are doing with all our emails if you're not reading them. I'll hang up and listen.
They're on to us. They know we're storing their emails. All right.
Goddamn anxiety, man.
We've been hoarding your emails.
Anxiety Man is keeping track of what we do, and it's bothering him.
We use the emails for fuel to burn inside of our Snowpiercer train.
Our show should be ADD with Tom and Dan.
Yeah.
Maybe that'll be the new name because that happens to us a
No,
lot.
we'll forget about it.
Yeah,
because of our ADD.
We'll go into wanting to do emails and then get sidetracked with a different topic and then keep going that way, and then we'll forget all about what the hell we just said. That happens a lot.
I mean, speaking of which, Sam, do you have any emails?
I do.
All right, let's do it just because of this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. By the way, he is Ghost of Minute Bowl in the chat.
Whoa! God, no! Now I can't be your friend. You have a nerd voice.
I thought Ghost of Minute Bowl looked like...
I wanted him to be tall and handsome.
Now, you know who I imagine he looked like the guy from, the Bomb movie, and he shot bow and arrow. He's that guy.
The Bomb movie and shot a bow and arrow.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He was in the Bomb movie. As
I got hundreds of Bomb movies in my brain.
And then he was like Hawkeye, the superhero or whatever. Is that Jeremy Renner? Is that the
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see that. He has a band, Jeremy Renner.
Ghost of Minute Bowl looked like Jeremy Renner, and I thought he was like a stoner Jeremy Renner.
I thought he kind of looked like Army Hammer, bigger ween.
Okay. You ruined it, Ghost.
Yeah, and now he's saying, this is why I chat only, because of my nerd boys. I get it. Yes.
Are we going to slowly make fun of the only listeners we have left?
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
He says, going to the drive-thru is a nightmare for me because they always think I'm a woman. Yeah.
They don't sound like a woman, but I guess over a
well,
drive-thru speaker.
It sounds closer to a woman than a man.
Yeah.
So that means you sound like a woman.
Yeah.
I
On the
mean,
spectrum,
if there's
you're
two-
closer to the woman on the spectrum.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have to see what you look like, though, to really, like, get in on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What do you think it looks like?
I
Just
mean,
based
like,
on the
most of our
voice.
listeners, ugly, I would say.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, like, we don't have...
He got no beard, right? He's not like...
We don't have any attractive people that listen to this radio station.
Yeah. The ones we did have,
Well, they
we
exited when
creeped them
Tiffany.
all out.
Yeah, when Tiffany left. And
Well, yeah. Some BDMs, Tony creeped them all out.
a lot of poor choices, bad events, a lot of
Yeah.
money grabs, a lot of just
Yeah.
blatantly lying to them and stealing their money for years.
Yeah.
It's amazing that anybody even listens to this channel anymore.
Yeah, the smart ones, they took
Yeah.
off early.
They did.
They're
They
like,
did.
we don't want no part of this.
But then they still cling to those good memories
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it didn't get real bad then.
Yeah, and then they come back every once in a while. They're like, I run
Yeah.
out of stuff to listen to. Let me see what they. Oh God, it's worse.
Yeah,
it's
it's
worse.
bad. How's it still going?
It's worse than before.
Yeah, it's just moving now.
We live in a world now where things just go on until forever.
Let me-
Infinity, because
exactly.
there's no one there to stop it.
Exactly.
There's no one here to stop
There
it.
are no, because there are no more
Corporation-
standards.
yeah.
No, there's no more standards.
And there's really no, even if a corporation shuts down a show now, they just go and move their show to the internet, and they just keep doing it forever.
Right.
They have nothing else to do.
But it should have been told not to be done.
There should actually be an end.
Yeah.
You know,
A forceful end.
yeah. Things shouldn't be allowed to just keep going.
No.
What's-
Kind of like our mouths.
What's the worst ending to the longest running show? And I'm not talking about finale. I'm talking about where it just
Fell apart?
Like fell apart and just
like,
ended.
like a porta potty and the doors, like
Yeah.
all the sides just fall down.
like,
okay.
Has there been any long, like, is the Simpsons still on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still on.
Is there any show
That doesn't count.
that just went for a long time, but there was no season finale or grandiose like ending? It just like fizzled out, and the last episode was just a normal like, Tuesday episode, and, that was it. No
Well,
more.
you need to think of the shows where the character
Something that canceled.
is it's got to be a canceled person, like
Yeah.
Louis C.K. or like Jussie Smollett.
Okay, yeah, because there's the reason why it just stopped.
But even
abruptly.
those, they had ensemble cast and big name cast.
Yeah.
So Empire, that wasn't gonna grind to a halt. That show's bigger than that dumb guy, right?
Yeah. That guy was just like, oh, is there a scam call happening?
Thank you for calling. What's up?
Hey, were you guys going to do emails at all, or were you just going to talk?
Oh God, it's the nerd.
Oh,
It's the
Mikey's
nerd.
getting you.
Do you look like-
God,
do you-
you
Eat
nerd?
that, Tom. Eat it.
Do
You know
look-
what? You got us.
Oh,
He got us.
calm
And
down.
he called us a bitch. This guy. You know what? You
Oh,
win.
God.
You win.
So do you look?
It's me, Mike B.
Oh,
it is Mike B. Oh,
God.
he wins again.
Mike B.
Yeah,
So
eat that, Tom.
Mike B.
Hold on.
Okay, what just happened here is shut your nose, Mike B. Mike
I
B.
think he hung up.
came in. Did he hang up? All right,
No,
get rid
no,
of it.
okay. Oh, you hung up.
Mike, are you there?
I'm right here.
Okay,
Oh,
you
okay.
hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm right here.
Just shut your nose ring. Okay, so Mike B comes in, pretends to be Ghost of Manute Bowl, calls us you a bitch,
Okay,
but,
yeah.
like us, gets us good, then reveals he's Mike B. This is great. Mike B, well done.
Thank you. I'll take all my bows later.
So, Mike, how's the nose ring going?
Yeah.
I noticed you only have really one. I think.
What do you mean?
You use others like? Do
You mean swap them out?
Yeah. Is it just?
Oh, no, I only have the one, and I just take it out and clean it every couple days.
Can we sponsor your nose ring?
Yeah, of course. It's about $300 a day.
No.
You know what I mean? Whatever you guys are into. I'll
get it
Tom and
cheaper
Dan
than
nose
that,
ring
yeah.
as much as you want.
I want to put a Wendy's French fry
yeah.
between there.
So is it like like when you get gauges in your ears? If you leave that thing out for too long, does the hole start closing up?
Yeah. When I went to jail, they made me take it out, and I had to put like a piece of my comb in it.
Nose ring.
Keep it open.
The saddest part about that whole thing is imagining Mike B slowly unscrewing the ball of his nose ring and then putting it in the little evidence baggie.
That is not the saddest thing.
Oh, okay.
The saddest thing is getting out of jail, putting it in, and then re-screwing.
yeah.
That's the saddest.
Do you do it in the lobby of that, like when they let you out, or do you wait till you get in your car? How does it work?
You wait, you do it in your friend's car. You leave your car there the whole time?
I don't know.
Your friend picks
Oh,
you
no,
up. You go, hey.
You do it right in front of the officer, and you do it real proud, like,
No.
yeah, you can't conquer me.
No, you get your belongings, you run out to the car, you scream sweet freedom, you get in the Kia, then you have them swing through Krispy Kreme drive-thru, get a coffee, and you do it oddly while you're there, and then you talk about how you want a steak and you need to get laid.
Mike, did you...
Actually, my mom came to pick me up from jail, and she was just like, "Are you hungry? Do you want some Burger King?"
Burger King.
Oh my God! Put your nose ring back in. I hardly recognize you. Now, do you want your normal king size chicken fries?
Yes.
I'm a croissant-wich type of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you got breakfast early release.
Or get in the morning. What did you do with
Well,
that
no
whole
one lets you out of
day?
jail at like 8 o'clock at night.
They
You gotta
should.
get out the morning after.
What do you start day drinking?
And
Hard.
Does your mom like yell at you, or does she just like, here's your chicken nuggies?
got you some nuggies.
Oh,
I got you a new
No,
video
I have a
game
total-
cartridge.
I have a total enabling mom. She was like, "It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. You'll be fine. We'll get through
Yeah.
this."
I bought you a PlayStation 5 and one of them virtual helmet things. You can go in there and you can whack sabers with some of your friends. Get in there, get the Minecraft going, and put your nose ring in and get your Minecraft and go whack sabers.
Hey, Stacey, come on.
I regret a lot of my life choices.
Are you, Mike? Are you married?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
I don't know. Why
For like 10 years.
Oh
My
okay.
God, I
don't
just
know.
shot tears out of
I
my
don't
eyes.
know.
This is how little Tom knows of our listeners.
No, I thought so, but then I was like, because then I was
It's
like,
hard to
well,
believe, isn't
well,
it?
because I was like, why didn't your wife pick you up? Did your wife mad at you? Is that why she didn't pick you up from jail?
Well, I met my wife on the probation for my first DUI. And then 4 days before we got married, I got my second DUI. And she told me if I get a third, we're going to have a conversation.
Just a conversation. God.
We're talking about a conversation every day, Mike.
And I hate it.
Every day. And I'm literally...
No one stops me. Everyone enables me. I don't know what it is. Everyone just enables me.
I know.
Like yesterday, Andrea asked me, she's like, "Do you want to know how my evaluation went?" I'm like, if it wasn't good, I figured you'd tell me.
You know what, Mike? I have that enabler gene too, and I want to enable you bad.
You are.
Yeah, why not?
I feel like I'm doing it by I continue to mention Mike B all the time because I want him to stay the way he is.
Yeah.
And
you don't
and
want
this
him
is probably
to not. You don't want him to un-Mike B.
No. I want him to.
Well,
I want to
you
build
guys
the
say
character.
that until you have to come to my funeral.
Oh,
No, I
my
won't go.
God.
I won't go there.
So
They have to.
what would Mike B? What advice?
I won't show up.
Mike B, what advice would you give to a man whose producer feels like he's raising two Mike Bs?
I'd say keep enabling it. It's gone good so far.
Imagine if me and Mike B went to Vegas, right? And
It can happen. My wife has to go for a trip possibly, and she wants
Dead
you
the
and
first
Eddie.
night.
It's well, is it? I'm wondering if I go because sometimes I can morph into the responsible one if I know that the person next to me is the irresponsible one. See what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like-
you are not the worst. You're
So-
adaptable.
I do the same thing.
So, like when I go places with my wife, I'm always irresponsible because I got the the old lady there taking
But if
care
you
of
go
me.
somewhere with Remy, you're top dog.
Yeah. Then I'm like, oh, well, I gotta, I can't get as drunk, huh?
I have been wasted drunk at Disney and been totally irresponsible because my responsible wife is there. But seen like a loose, like a slow or mentally disabled person without like a handler, and I got really concerned. I'm like, I should be doing something about that.
Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Anybody else hearing Mike B's phone try to hang up on him? It's trying to hang up on him.
So, Mike, you got your stuff together now, though, right? Everything's good.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah, it's
That's believable.
okay.
Like how? Like what? Are you on the brink of all times of things all falling apart? I always wondered, like, if I kept up my lifestyle from the past and just I didn't let my wife just take over all the finances. I'm like make bad decisions, bad at life. The whole thing. I often.
If I didn't listen to Andrea, that'd be bad.
Yeah. So how many bad decisions are you away from complete annihilation at this point?
I think most of my bad decisions get like mitigated by my wife. So, but if I didn't have her, I'd probably either be in jail or in dead.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just too irresponsible. Like once I start, if you put a drink in my hand, I mean, all shit's gone to the wind.
Yeah. So it's the booze is the problem, right, Mike?
Oh yeah. If I could get clean of that, I think it's the same thing like you said with Daniel. If I wasn't a drinker, I'd be CEO of at least one mid-range taco joint.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I was just saying, no.
That's when you're supposed to say, you're right.
Yeah. No, but then, that sweet booze, what are you going to do? Like, be bored all your life?
Well, if you don't have anything to unwind with, like, what are you just constantly productive and happy and never have to recover from everything?
That's my wife.
That's what I tell myself too, Mike. We all tell ourselves something.
I'm with you, man. I don't understand it either, but, she'll come in from a run and be like, I just feel so good today. And I'm like, what?
All right, Mike.
If I'm running, it's because something's awfully wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
What if we opened a Tom and Dan Taco Palace? Could you run that for us? Like, what are we talking here? Like, you hire some sweeties?
We need some.
Like, could you be
Let's do it like a bikini taco.
Oh, yeah. Bikini Taco Palace.
I will definitely be the manager of your bikini taco joint. All the hiring.
You
Only
look
the hiring.
like a manager of a bikini taco joint.
Tom and Dan Pink Tacos.
No, there's already pink tacos.
Oh, God damn it! Damn it!
Let's go brown tacos.
Oh, okay.
No one's done that.
All right,
Tom
Mike.
and Dan's brown tacos.
And car wash. All right.
Bye. I'll
See you.
make
Bye. It got sad. At the
Yeah,
end
it
of the
did. It did. I was
Nothing
like,
else.
are we really going to do this here? Because he's like, if I could just get away from the drink. I'm like, that's too serious. If I could just get away from the drink. By the way, only alcoholics call it the drink. Or if I could just get away
sauce.
from my lifeblood, my sauce.
Yeah. Sauce, drink.
Cup of Electric Joe.
Yeah.
Like, what the?
My medicine.
Yeah, stop saying that.
Yeah.
When you say White Claw, when you say, I got a beer, that's fine.
Yeah, you're gonna stop. You're like, if I can stop drinking 8 or 9 natty lights a day, like, okay, that's the problem. That's exactly what you have to stop. All right.
We need to
break?
we need a break, but we also need to evaluate this bikini taco idea.
Okay, listen, I got ideas for days.
All right, we'll come back and bikini taco. Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom.
Samantha's here. Butler's running around. Have you noticed that the fish tank looks more like the actual ocean now?
Yeah. Oh, they was having that problem, and then I think
It's fixed now, I think.
Yeah,
now it looks like an actual reef.
I think Sean came by and fixed it, but when we came back on Monday, it was going crazy as a monkey.
Sam, when we came back from the weekend, it was like blowing air bubbles in, like there was like 3 tablespoons of water in there.
It was all the cloudy.
Oh, my God.
Something got clogged. He's like, it's clogged. Pour it in the top. And then we were pouring it in the top. Then I moved some dial. And anyway, it.
But now it looks great. I mean, there's no fish in it, but it looks great. Before the break, we were talking about nothing. That's basically what this show is. But then we were talking a little bit about the bikini taco spot. You don't get a lot of scantily clad food places because it becomes a bit of an issue, right?
Well, there's a couple things I imagine. One is, of course, finding the right employees, because there's now,
old ladies is what I'm thinking. What do you think?
And then secondly, it's not the 90s anymore. Like it's all like I think even people.
Does this come back?
Were embarrassed. Like I would be embarrassed to go into the bikini taco place.
But would you be embarrassed? I'm not asking you to go.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be embarrassed to own?
No, I would not.
Okay.
But
like you wouldn't be caught dead eating there, but owning it's like. I always thought it would be cool to own a strip club until I saw some of my friends who had dads that own strip clubs, and they do have a specific look.
Yes. there are certain businesses that you have to be a certain type of person to own. Even bars are on that spectrum, and strip clubs are definitely like
the car business. I would say
none of
is
us
one
have
of
that.
those.
Well, the car business, if you start sliding towards used cars and buy here, pay here. Remember we were talking about I forgot what show it was, but the spectrum of sleazy businesses, or like a certain type of person works within these businesses, is like the stereotype or whatever. Not all, but it's like the buy here, pay here. I remember in like repo industry, we kind of talked about a little bit like that. All that has an element of like, don't know how, it is what it is.
So, I mean, I guess we'll go back to the reason that, and I've had a couple of emails in recent weeks from people that say, Tom and Dan, why are you, and even occasionally Sam, she'll chime in, or other people on the show, Butler is, I know, and some of our listeners, why are you guys obsessed with Baywash Bikini Car Wash? And the reason we are obsessed with it is because, honestly, and I don't mean this as a slight, this is educational. Seriously, it's an educational thing. It's something that you and it's a passion. It's something that I'm legitimately saying. We don't understand how it has existed for as long as it has.
It's like a time capsule of the 90s.
It really is.
And they're still...
It's fascinating to me.
And if you drive by,
it's
I do it all the time.
I do all the time. It's packed.
And also the girls, Samantha, when's the last time you've seen the bikini old Baywash?
It's been a while. Probably when we went to go get Christmas trees.
Like, okay.
Yeah. So recently, though, within the last year.
Because I'm always amazed, but it's not like, okay. Back when I used to attend more like bike festivals, back in the radio days, there was like, Leesburg, Daytona, those kind of things.
Yeah.
And in those kind of festivals,
it's Bike-O Wade.
They like to have a woman that usually is in front of a beer tub that hands beers out to guys, like a beer tub girl.
I dated a girl whose main job in Daytona Beach was to be a Daytona Beach biker beer tub girl.
And now the
To
big...
be fair, any like outside concert has that too.
No, yeah. But I'm
a fan too. You know why, Sam? It's quick. It's fast.
There's a quintessential biker fest beer tub girl that I'm talking about, and throughout, at least and it may have changed. I'm talking about referencing probably a time period between 2003 and 2011. But
if you were still doing it in 11, that's God.
But I saw the it kind of. Especially in the smaller bike fest, like the beer tub girl.
Yes.
It was few and far between. They had to basically take whatever they can get.
Yeah.
And it became the stereotype where it got rougher and rougher. And I thought that would happen with the bikini car wash, but it didn't. It's like if you drive by, you're like, there's still what seems to be co-eds doing this.
You
and
saw
how
an age change. Okay, now going along with, because I absolutely love it when we dial down these type of things and we hyperanalyze them. If you're dialing down the profession of beer tub woman, the age has gotten older. You are correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
even Sam backs that up, and we're not saying anything disrespectful to them. Like I said, I'm a fan, but you are correct.
Yeah.
When beer tub, because I remember, this is how old I am.
Yeah.
I remember when seeing a woman scantily clad, or man, I've seen men now too, but let's just go with the stereotype, the woman, right?
Yeah.
I remember seeing a woman behind a big tub of ice cold beer. I was like, what is this new invention? You know what I mean? Nobody had it.
Yeah.
When you'd go to get a drink, you'd go to the bar, you'd order a drink, they'd hand it to you, you'd pay, keep your tab open or whatever. But the quick serve, pop the top, I'll hand it to you, ladies, that was a new thing.
I'm just saying, like nowadays, I would bet that it would be harder to find a large amount of women willing to dress in a bikini and do certain jobs because it's cringy nowadays. I don't think,
Well, also they can do it on their own now.
True.
Yes.
You know what I mean? With OnlyFans and Instagram accounts, you can make your own money and not have to be around any creepy dudes.
There's got to be a lady that does an independent bikini car wash where she does basically what EMS does. She gets in her van, drives to your house, gets out, takes her sweatpants off, washes your car in your driveway, and you sit in your lawn chair and be a real creepo. And then she drives home. No, that's out there, Tom.
But it's not.
Sure.
But it's not as popular because how many people want to be that creepo. Like
You only need 10 regulars a week.
Like I won't even go to bikini car wash, even though I want to, because I don't want to be that guy.
A lot of guys will.
Yeah. But that
we're
group
not there
of guys,
yet, but there are a series of things that would.
No,
I
don't know. I don't think.
Sam, I believe that you just kind of stole the next thing I was going to say. I believe that there are a series of things that need to line up. They're almost like planets aligning for certain tides to happen in order for us to go there. And one of them, the big one that would have to happen, is we would probably have to get a divorce. But if I got a divorce, one of the first places I would go would be the bikini car wash.
But it's not even my wife that's stopping me.
No, I know.
Like, she don't give a damn. She's like,
I know. Andrea's cool as hell, but I just, out of respect, I don't feel comfortable going there.
I don't, listen, Crystal will let me go to strip. She'll be like, go wherever the hell you want. Go to the bikini car wash. Like,
but you don't like to.
I feel like a creeper. If I'm sitting on the chair, I'm like, I'm at the bikini car wash, and obviously I'm here because I want to stare at you in a bikini. It's like, okay, I can't. Yeah. Like I said, I want to be in a box hidden. I want to do it. I'd rather
hide your kinks.
If Butler was able to take my truck over there and I can watch on a webcam,
that's creepier.
Okay, but no one knows, Samantha. I have to watch on a webcam that no one knows.
Let's up the ante.
No one can know about this. I can only do the creepy stuff by myself.
Let's up the ante.
We gotta watch out for you.
But that's how everybody is.
Let's up the ante. If I lay you in the back of my SUV and I put a sheet over you and cut 2 eye holes, I can drive through there and sit. I'll sit in the plastic resin chair. You just lay in the back and act like cargo, and I'm about to blow your mind.
No, I just can't.
You'll look like an old 1960s Halloween ghost.
I have to do where no one knows.
You have to stay real still.
You can't even know. No one can know.
What do you mean? You have to just what? That's what, we'll have to do this like that Michael Douglas movie where we kidnap you. And put you in a van and you wake up in the bikini car wash.
It's too cheesy. It's almost like, and it's sad to say,
I think the chat room wants to crowdfund a trip for you to go to the bikini car wash.
It's like strip clubs now. I just feel like I just can't, what am I going to do there?
Do you think the transition happened when you had kids?
I don't know, Sam. I want, in my mind, I want to go. Like, I'll be like,
okay, let me throw something
weird.
My
wife doesn't care. No one cares. But I feel like I'm like, what am I doing? This is
Can I throw something
stupid.
Weird at you?
I can't be here.
Can I throw something weird at you without you? Oh, Butler's selling one of his things. He just walked outside with his nerd spike. Push him down so he breaks it on his way. Trip him so he falls and breaks it on the way
now
out the
he's
door.
selling his wares out of our office.
This is ridiculous.
You didn't see the sign he hung up out front? It says Galactic Blacksmith. Apparently, we're a galactic blacksmith now. We make laser swords. Tom and Dad, galactic blacksmith. So let me throw something weird at you without you punching my hat off. Do you think there will ever be a time when you and your boys will ever go to a strip club in Union and have a beer together as 3 men?
I don't. There's something weird about that. Like
there is something weird about
that. Even though I'm joking around about making the horny comments. Remember the horny bonding?
No, I know. I know you're joking around.
That's different. A dad making some dad jokes about something out the window
about objectifying women.
Like look at a bikini. Well, they're wearing the bikini. I'm just saying look at the bikini. I'm not objectifying nothing. I'm saying look. It's like look at the tree. Look at the car. Bikini tree car.
Say toast. Say most. Say host. What do you put in a toaster? Bread.
I just there's another step of going paying entry to I'm just it's too I know
there's too many pieces of protocol. You'd have to exit the vehicle, sit in the plastic resin chair with the fat guys.
And you're also the company you surround yourself with. I'm just like, oh my god, I can't. My sons are too special to be seen that. Also, there's a sadness with the women.
What would happen if somebody saw you there with your sons? That's the stuff I think I would have to worry about. It's all fun and jokes and Tom and Dan and yucking it up until somebody sees me with my daughter at the bikini car. You know what I mean? It just...
I don't... It's more of... I also can't even imagine them as adult men, so I can only see them as babies still, so I don't...
Oh, I thought you were talking about the ladies washing the car.
No.
But I was well, if you have to imagine that the bikini girls are men, then I think you have a bigger problem of hiding your own sexuality.
It's just how are they able to get the bikini girls...
I think it's a Craigslist job.
Is it?
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, it's like I said, it's not. It doesn't appear to be have degraded in any way, like
they probably have like recruiters that hang out at the UCF
recruiters.
bars,
This isn't the Army, for Christ's sake.
Are they able to make enough?
They have to, or they wouldn't do it.
We wouldn't continue to ask these. We've asked this for like maybe 6 years.
Yeah.
Like no BS.
We talked to the owner that one time.
No straight answers.
Yeah.
None of the girls, no straight answers. We drive through with Kramer's Maserati, no straight, nothing straight. Nobody. It's like how much money do you make from your YouTube channel? Can't tell you, and no one knows.
Oh, yeah.
Why are there these strange things that can't be answered?
Because it doesn't
There's
make
some shady dealings going on.
Yeah.
I don't even know about that. I don't know if we're understanding the full capacity of what. Maybe there's a lot more
That's
tips.
why we're asking.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Maybe the tips that we don't see.
Tips. I want to see the tips.
Bye-bye.
Show me the tips.
Tips.
Oh, we gotta still go.
Oh,
It's 15 minutes.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
But when you did it, you made me look, and I'm like, oh, he gave me a premature bye-bye. That's twice this week.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
buddy.
losing it.
Yeah.
I'm
Look
losing
at that hair.
You know what I need you to do every afternoon? I need you to practice your bye-byes. Because if you keep practicing, then we
Okay.
won't have these premature bye-byes.
I will.
Okay, let's try this.
Hey guys, I was listening to the Friday Free Show and Tom was talking about his skin tag and his long con with his kids. I'm actually going to school for child psychology, and safe to say they're going to have some major trust issues when they get older, especially with Tom, but probably in general. Probably going to ramp up their anxiety, distrust of people. So you might want to start being a little bit more honest with your kids, Tom.
Now back to the bikini car wash. So
you know what I don't like? I don't like young doctors because
me neither.
I'm becoming an old man.
Pop.
Because I had a family member. They were seeing a young doctor.
I don't like young doctors either.
And then they told me that and they're like, how old is this doctor? There's like, but this doctor's in the 30s, and I'm like, they don't know nothing.
Oh, you're such a boomer now.
And then
Did you do your medical school on an iPad?
And
I'm out.
I need an old doctor that's seen it all. That is like for instance, this guy, he sounds like he's fresh out of psychology school or whatever. he read too many things.
Your children are going to have abandonment issues,
Oh yeah.
trust issues.
yeah.
I need a doctor that's just gonna.
break.
I'm like, I'm hurting all over, and he just starts slapping leeches all over me.
Oh, like I need an old psychologist that will say, like, listen, are you giving them positive motivation? They have a secure household. There's a bad. You're fine. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You tell them a couple lies. They're fine.
I need a doctor that says more people die of the flu. That's what I need. It's not real.
They're not going to have trust issues just over one stupid joke. They'll get older. They'll be like, oh, my dad. And
Now,
then I'll
do
tell
they-
them, I was like, I'll just messing with you. And
Have
they're
you
like,
caught them joking with you? Because that's the thing now with May. May got jokes. My daughter is constantly just screwing with me.
Yeah. Yeah, my son's.
It's the best.
But they're not complicated. It's like Max the other day said, I got a big red baboon butt. And then
he said, you do?
Excuse me?
He said, I do. He said to him, he's like, I have a big red baboon butt.
May I see your big red baboon butt?
And we were all screaming baboon butt. And now it's been a joke for the past couple nights.
That's not a joke.
I know, but we just say baboon butt and we make each other laugh.
It's got good alliteration, baboon butt.
And then I'll punch their legs. That is what
It
we'll
is
do.
it's a very, very basic form of love.
yeah. We laugh at baboon butt. I punch their
You
legs.
guys are like cavemen.
You know what's funny
Yeah.
is you're doing what I believe actual baboons do for fun.
yeah.
They scream baboon
We're
butt and
idiots.
punch each other's legs.
Yeah.
That's what monkeys do.
Yeah. That's what boys, If I had a girl, I'm sure she'd have a higher
No, she'll just ignore you.
intelligence.
No, she will just ignore you.
Yeah. Like comedic timing.
No,
Or
just
something more funny.
Just ignores daddy, and daddy's the bad part of everything.
Then we'll fart on each other all the time.
I do that. Yeah, we do a lot of farting. Andrea does that a lot, and I wish that would stop. I was thinking about this week. I thought of our good friend Dan Cummins and Lindsay Cummins, who've said that they, in their relationship, have never farted in front of each other. And I made fun of them for saying that. Really? And then, you know what? I think I was wrong on this one. It's okay to go back and be wrong on things. I think I was wrong on this one. I would prefer that my wife and I not fart in front of each other. Is it too late?
Now it's too late. Yeah.
Reverse back.
No, I don't think
it's already.
the cat's already out of the.
Yeah, it's like the
rectum.
Be like a born again Christian, but a born again farter.
No. You can never go because you already know
I've already tasted it.
Yeah, you've already seen it.
I've already tasted sweet freedom back there.
You've seen it, you heard it,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter. You can't unhear it. That's
Right.
It's like you can't unsee the atrocity of childbirth.
It's just like the Bird Box movie.
Yeah. Once you look at the wind
you
swirl.
go crazy. You're far crazy.
By the way, I hate that movie, and I hate the stupid Mark Wahlberg. What the hell?
Quiet Place?
No. The wind comes and they all kill themselves. Like it's stupid. Anytime wind starts blowing around and then you kill yourself, I hate that movie. Bird Box, the other stupid
Twister.
one. No, anything with wind. I hate Gone with the Wind. That's stupid.
No,
Although I like the
that is
racist
a
parts.
Oh, wow.
That's the only good part about Gone with the Wind.
God, don't say that. Okay.
What do we got? Now it's time.
It's time.
All right.
Now it is time.
Now it's time. Gone with the Wind. Welcome back to A Corporate Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Tom.
I am Dan. Samantha's here. Butler's here. What you got, buddy?
So we're going to do some emails just so if anybody accuses us of never doing emails when we bring up the topic of emails, then that person who accuses us of that is a complete D-head.
A liar.
A liar and a D-head.
A bad person.
Because we are going to do emails right now. Samantha, what do we got?
First email.
All right, it says, good morning, show.
Oh,
While
God,
working-
that feels good, that email. Putting your foot in that first hot and warm email, like warm socks.
While working from home, I'll occasionally get lost in YouTube holes while avoiding actual work. Today, I found a list of the worst sitcoms of all time, and one particular stuck out to me, Homeboys in Outer Space. This show actually existed and ran on UPN from 96 to 97. According to Wikipedia, the plot centered around two astronauts, Tiberius Ty Walker and Morris Clay, who flew around the universe in a winged car nicknamed the Space Hoopty in the 23rd century. The duo's car, which was a cross between a lowrider and an 18-wheeler, was piloted by a talking female computer named LaQuasia. The 90s were quite a unique moment in time. I don't recall this
I
show.
have the Homeboys in Space opening.
I gotta watch this. There was a period in the 90s where it was almost more racist than the 80s.
Well, they weren't trying to. They were
usually
they were like, what do we do? Like,
playing on stereotypes.
We can be super urban by using all of these vernacular.
Yeah, but I guess.
All right, let's see if I can find this here. All right, bear with me, guys. Put that on, and then we'll go here, and then here, and here is the opening.
I've never even heard of this song.
The true story of two good friends since the age of 5 could spin their dream.
The kids?
No. Oh, this is the beginning.
Everything was going cool till a minor mishap in flight school. The body ship went very fun and never having fun. As homeboys in outer space, mercenary brothers down for one another.
Starring Flex.
There's no mission
Darlin Bell.
that's too tall. Ain't no problem they can't solve. So come aboard this space too deep in the 23rd century.
I like how there's a floating 1950s TV. That's why. Hold on. It's like it's the 90s and in space, and there are
Let's see if I can find
like
the
a
TV
big
for
wooden TV with
There it is.
legs on it, like you see in the 1950s, floats by. It's like, why is that floating in space? What does that represent?
No idea. This is pretty bad.
And what and so who are the space homeboys?
Well, it's Homeboys in Outer Space, and Flex is one of them, and the other guy is named, let's see, Daryl M. Bell. No idea. Flex sounds like maybe he could have been like a rapper or hip hop artist or something that was trying to pivot into an acting career. That's what it kind of sounds like, right?
It's amazing that these shows, like someone pitched this in a room to a group of executives, right? And then they all and I imagine they're all like white old people, right? That's what like the standard.
It's gotta be
group of executives.
I mean, I
especially
have
in
the
90s.
pilot.
And then
Here's a little bit of it.
You'd be dead, Jed.
Real soldier of fortune talk. Can you dig it?
Okay, this is a sitcom.
Yeah.
So this is no different than like this is just like it seems like this is a quote air quotes urban sitcom like your Family Matters.
Oh yeah, they looked at
man.
Family Matters
That's
numbers.
bad.
They're like, we need more black sitcoms, and then they
Put them in space.
And then they shot it out to all the writers, and then they wrote up a bunch of semi-racist sitcoms, and then Homeboys in Outer Space made it through.
Was this
That's what I'm
before-
saying. How did it make it through? How did they spend money on this?
Is Homeboys in Outer Space before Pluto Nash?
Yeah, oh yeah. This is early 90s? What are we talking here?
96 and 97.
Okay, the mid 90s. This is around the same time as like the Family Matters and all that, right? The TGIF, all that stuff. So yeah, it's amazing to me that someone signed off on this and like, hey, let's put millions of dollars, because it costs a lot to produce sitcoms, and into Homeboys in Space. It's insane.
That is very, very odd.
All right. Was that an email?
That was an email.
That was an email. Yeah.
And that may be from someone who we will hear from later in the show.
Wait a minute. We did an email?
Out there.
What are we doing right now? Next email.
All right. So let's see. I was just listening to the ACT show from January 13th, 2021, and Tom is going on about how bad it is that some caller is doing his kid's driver's learner's permit online instead of making the kid do it. Watching some videos plus an online test, I would just like to point out the irony, since Tom has stated several times that he has in fact paid other people, I think one of whom was his mom, to take his online driving courses. The course you take after getting a ticket to avoid points on your license. Just saying. Love all the content and keep up the hard work, BDM John.
Listen, sir.
It's not hard work, number one.
First, I'm an adult. And second, I don't want my kids to be like me. Like if did you listen to the show? Do
I
you
like that.
You want anybody to be like me?
No.
No, of course. I'm broken in so many ways, and I have so many bad habits. I do the wrong things. So that's what I'm saying. You should not do these things. I'm not saying that I don't do them. Also, I was an adult when I started paying my mom to do my driving course,
Which is different. You've earned that right.
yeah. And so I wasn't learning any lessons. I've already learned all my bad habits and lessons. And I was talking about this with my wife the other day. I was like, how is it that we can never take a driving test again the rest of our lives? Like even murderers, at a certain point, they get out of jail, some of them, and then like go on and they are able to do things in society. I know they can't vote, but they can get their driver's test. Like a person that's been convicted of murder is allowed to take their insurance, like no points, driving test. Me and my wife have no more for life. It cannot ever, like in 10 years, it doesn't refresh. It's never again.
Is it? I think it's less, though. It may be less of a punishment for you and your wife, and more of a, we can't do this anymore, guys. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe it's more of a, on them, they're like, God, if we continue to just let them test, then you're making my job harder because you're not listening to what I'm saying.
But, hold on.
Right.
But in society, we have, like, if you file for bankruptcy, like, that means you've effed up your entire finances and you've ruined it all, right? So you got to the point where you're now screaming to the world, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, I can't take it anymore.
I am horrible at money in life, and I'm filing for bankruptcy. I've lost it all. And then our system gives you an amount of years where you can do it over. Like from 7 to 10 years later, if you don't F up again, you can get back to normal and get a redo. All I'm saying is I have no more redos.
Yeah, but
I have nothing left, and there's no way for me and my wife to ever take another driver's test and get points off our license. We've extinguished
But they're
the
kind
5.
of banking on the fact that bankruptcy is certainly harder to achieve than just simply paying a ticket on time.
No, this is not bank. This is just
or taking a leniency test. I mean, you guys have...
Well, any sort of traffic infraction.
So you think you should be able to retest as many times as need be?
I just think maybe give us 5 every 10 years. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And then
Like you're on probation.
All right. I don't necessarily disagree with this. I'm just trying to fully understand what you're saying.
Well, because I'm laughing at how, like, I went through the 5. Now, it's on me. I didn't even know that you had 5 for life. And
I didn't know that until you told me that.
And then,
these are like
if you would have taken your online class, you would have known that.
And then Crystal
not wrong.
Crystal even laughed that one of them, she opted to take the test and then forgot to take it, and so it was a waste. She still got the points on her license. She didn't even take the but that counts as one gone. She went through her 5.
Yeah.
I went through my 5. No, for life, never again. We can never. No matter what, I get any sort of traffic infraction, I just have to take the points. Or
I like that. I like that they stick to their
Well,
guns.
could you?
well, now I just fight it in court with Hunchuck every single time, and I've won twice in a row. So take that.
Could you
Take
continue
that.
and then eventually one of you, maybe both of you, lose your license and be one of those sad people in your 50s that have to ride an electric scooter everywhere with a tiny dog in a backpack?
Because here's the funny part about that. Even in that system, if you lose your license, you can get it back after a certain amount of
then
time.
you should just lose your license.
No, but I don't need to. I'm just saying I can never take an online test again for life. And how weird is that? I'm now.
Okay, yeah, I
I'm
get
just
it.
laughing at how
You
stupid
took
this is.
advantage of the fact that you didn't want to take the classes.
No, but that's not the
That's
argument.
on you, buddy.
I get what he's saying. He's saying it is
Why does it
odd.
the re-up?
Yeah.
Like it's the one time.
No, I'm with them.
But it's the
I
one,
stand with them.
It's the one thing in our system that doesn't give you a re-up at a certain amount of time. Like I said, like even murderers, they're like, all right, you have
Look,
a
they're
chance.
holding you accountable.
Like they should give me a chance of parole in 10 years after my 5. Like it's almost been 5 or so years after I took my last 5, my 5th one. And maybe more than that. I've been bitching about this for like a long time. So
Right.
I feel like after 10 years,
It's been
I
a
should
long time, man.
I should be able to write an essay to the DMV or something.
I agree.
Or,
Yeah,
or,
you
or,
should.
Or show them that like, hey, look at I got my S together. Look at I'll take a picture of my pool or something like and send it to them and just give me one more,
like
please.
your boys,
Just
like
give me
in
3
school.
more.
These are my sons
Yeah.
in school.
Yeah. Listen,
Look at them go.
I'll give them. Oh, look how much money I made or something. I don't know.
Let them monitor Tommy for like 3 minutes. He's a great boy. You're a good father.
Here's okay. I got something. Check how much taxes I've paid. Like God knows we've all paid so much goddamn taxes. Like look how much money I put back into the system. Isn't that worth 1 or 2 more tests to get points off my license? Like I feel like all right, if you paid for every $20,000 you paid in taxes, you should be able to get 1 free driver's test added back onto your account.
Oh,
I'm
EJ,
just- something.
EJ just
Oh,
roasted
give me
you.
God.
EJ's
I don't
like,
need anything from
EJ saying I should not be impeached. Grady Seasons
Get outta
is
here.
saying I took comedy traffic school at a Shoney's once. Whoa!
Yeah. Now it's all online.
Two things I really like. Comedy traffic school, I'm a big fan. And also Shoney's and the Shoney Bear mascot. I'm a big fan of Shoney's.
Yeah,
You go in there and get the all-American burger.
Has Shoney's been killed by COVID yet? There's been some been some
old
things.
people love Shoney's, so I would imagine.
There's going to be. I've already seen some businesses killed by COVID. It's just they couldn't stand it. You know, like they couldn't weather the storm. It's too long. It's Anyway, I'm going back to why is it the one thing that I have 5 for life and never get another one? It seems crazy.
Once you've explained it,
You think Mayor Buddy Dyer can get me? Do you think any? Okay,
Yeah,
listen,
I think there's.
if
yes.
Trump can impeach Lil Wayne, right?
No, he didn't impeach. He didn't impeach.
I'm sorry.
Lil Wayne.
I mean, whatever.
Pardon?
Yeah.
Pardon, Lil Wayne. I don't know any of this crap.
If Dolly Parton
I'm just saying,
impeached Lil Wayne,
could Mayor Buddy Dyer write a letter to the DMV and ask me for one more test? Like, could there be someone? Is there something? Or are they going to be like absolutely nothing you could
I
ever
think
do?
someone could pull some strings for you.
Legally, I don't think Buddy Dyer has any jurisdiction over a DMV,
right.
but his influence could make somebody there who does have influence maybe pull a string.
Like, how hard could it be? Do they just have to add
think it's a
one?
button.
Like a button to
It's a
add?
switch, yeah.
Or is there laws?
No,
against
You're
it?
locked out. You're locked out.
No, I swear to you, I know I would be willing to bet my life that it's literally one little tab and you just change the number from 5 to 6.
Like I feel like we could do anything with enough power and influence.
You know what? That's the most positive thing you've ever said.
Like, could I get one more test back? Like, could I get lawyer? Could I get Mo?
Hey, let's petition.
Let's try it.
petition
Like,
to change the law.
This is a really funny thing to get behind. I'm okay with let's talk to Mo. Sam's got a great idea. Let's talk to Mo. And let's for once, let's try to do something and at least see it through.
Is this doing something good though? Because
No, it's not, but it is.
I feel like if they gave me
Get a
one,
suit,
I'd
let's go to
immediately
Tallahassee.
If they gave me all right, Tom, you can have 3 more for life. Like immediately, take it, waste.
Well, no, but
Right,
if they
that's
give
why
you
they
one,
stop you.
have to promise me if Buddy died, whatever. However we figure it out, we go to Tallahassee. We're standing on the steps. preaching. We make it happen. They give you one. You have to sleep through it. You have to sleep through it. If you are my friend, you have to sleep through it. I will hug you so hard. I would laugh so hard my head would fall off.
Is there any other law? Can someone think of anything that once it runs out, it never re-ups again? Like it's for life? You know what I'm saying? Like
Jim Phillips said at one time that you have a finite amount of orgasms in your body, and he said that one day you will have one, and then there will be nothing more.
Oh, come on.
But I never believed him. He said he'll never give the real answer to that.
Like, even, like, I know there's a certain amount of DUIs you get and they take away your license. We should have asked Mike B.
Yeah, but you can get it back.
Yeah.
No, that's what Tom just said.
That happened with my dad. Yeah.
That is the one that makes me go, well, this is obviously this is not fair, because you're not.
It's a money grab, though.
You're not trying to kill somebody just because you got into
ran a stop sign.
I'm trying to take points off my insurance.
Right.
Like,
there's a difference. Driving drunk is. I put that in a whole different category.
Yeah. Well, that's so much worse. But they give those people a second chance.
That's why I'm on board.
And like after a certain amount of time, they're like, "All right, you've been cool, bro.
Normally,
we'll give you back."
I hate your ideas. This one, there's actually a point here.
And they let you drive to work, which we all know everybody just drives around everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, "I'm going to work," and they can't really prove it. So the whole thing.
Then why'd you stop at ABC?
yeah. You're driving around.
I work at ABC.
I'm just saying, I could never get it back. Never. As of right now, it'll never.
It does make me laugh.
I'll never get another one.
There's nothing that Sam likes more. That's why she keeps saying, "No, I'm with them."
Yeah, I stand with them.
Yeah.
Here's my favorite part is my wife's in this boat too.
Yeah.
Because,
well, you guys are in for each other.
yeah. So I like it that she's with me.
It's the only boat you guys use. Oh! Boy, we're getting you today.
She's just as bad as me. Everybody remember that.
The chat room has given you some other great ideas that you might want to add to your. You've had 2 great ideas this week. We're going to petition with Mo, Florida. We're going to go right to the Florida Supreme Court to try and get that changed.
All right.
And then the other one you came out with was Tom and Freddie's BDM and Tom and Dan hat subscription company, where people can subscribe and then get our new hats.
Oh.
Every 3 months, we just ship you a hat, and you just keep dumping money into our company. Those are both like really, really great ideas. I feel like.
Yeah. The one that benefits me the most is the one that I like.
Here are some of the other ideas in our Twitch chat room. We've got, let's see here, bikini bait shop.
Okay. Yeah.
Bikini comic Traffity school wash.
Squids are us. That's our bait.
Smells fishy. Somebody said could be a name of it. Bikini fish cleaning.
They're just back to bikini.
Yeah, everything's bikini. How about bikini DUI online course?
Okay, yeah. Well, the problem is that once it went online and the DMV let you, then you just have to click the update for the time, and it's like it's you surf Facebook and then you go back and you're like, 4 hours are up, and then you click to the next page and you go back to Facebook or YouTube, and then that's what it
4 hours.
Yeah, they make you sit there and click refresh after like every 15 minutes to punish you.
To prove you're still there.
But what if we hired a girl in a bikini to do that for you?
Okay, but
we sit in resin chairs and watch her take your test.
Oh my God.
Well, my mom will do it. We've already established that. But
in a bikini?
She won't in a bikini. Yeah.
She want to take a banana down.
How is it for life? For life. Never again.
Five tests for life.
If I'm 72 years old and I get a ticket, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm out. I ran out in my 20s. The guy's like, how the hell is this possible? When you're 25, you ran out for the rest of your life?
It's crazy.
Anyway, all right.
Bye-bye.
Are we out of here?
Yeah.
Oh, bye-bye.